Name is Ndlovu. Everyone calls me KP. I was born in Lusaka, Zambia. My parents went into exile during the apartheid years. And that's kind of where I found my love for basketball. Originally, my mom is from Orlando West. Yeah, during those years, things were really rough. And she decided to join the movement. My passion for basketball actually started there. I remember there was a day, because we used to get all these tapes and things from overseas that used to come to all of the people in exile. And there was a tape that had a Chicago Bulls game. And that's the first time I saw a player by the name of Michael A. Jordan. And there were no hoops or courts around there, but it was so weird because I saw the game being played, and in my mind, I was telling my brothers, like, yo man, I think this is a sport that I can excel in. And they laughed it off or whatever, because there were no basketball courts there. When we moved back to South Africa, when we gained our independence and freedom rather, the first thing I did was found a basketball court. I remember my aunt buying me a football, and I took the football and went straight to the court, and I was playing ball with a football. That was my first kind of interaction with the game. And from then on, man, it was basketball, everything. I mean, I've basically, basketball has become my life, not just a passion, it's a lifestyle for me. So for the first year, when I came back, I was staying in an area called Clyde in Soweto. And a couple of blocks down, there was a basketball court. The sport was very new at the time, but picking up a lot of momentum. A lot of kids, were mesmerized by it because, we all know basketball is such a cultural lifestyle type of sport, and it's very cool, perceived as very cool. You need to understand, I worked hard on my game, especially in the earlier years. I was doing left-hand layups, I was doing anything. Whenever I'd master something, I'd look for the next thing I was terrible at, and then I'd master that.
I think the first time I actually met KP, I was 18 years old, we were playing in the provincial tournament. And he was as loud as he is now. There was nothing humble about him at that stage. He knew he was a good player, and he took the time to let everybody else know how good he was. I remember went up to him and I was like, hey man, you're pretty good. He was like, I know. And I was like, okay, so show me a move, show me what you got. KP took the ball, he did a little crossover, and I wasn't as skilled at the time, and he showed me a little something, and I was like, okay, maybe this guy can play a little bit.
There's a new wave now coming in, and it's exciting, and I'm proud to be part of an organization that is part of that. SuperSport now, covering basketball from the continent and internationally.
Well, first of all, I must say thank you to the BNL for including us in the 2013 league, and also BSA. If it wasn't for them, we would never been exposed. And I do believe that when we were there, we have stolen some hearts. If it wasn't from other coaches, it was from the spectators. At the same time, we've never ever had the privilege or honor being exposed at that level. And I do believe that we have improved dramatically, because with every game that we've played, the following game, I could see that there was improvement in certain individuals. But yes, we did lose all our games. Everybody can't win. But what we've done when we came back after the 2013, we continued and we went back to the drawing board, tried to find all our mistakes, put our heads together, and here we are.
the whole experience has not been nice since we're not winning any games. The guys have been supporting us, but they looking forward for us to win games, and we've been working on that. But I can say is we still got love in PE. Since this is the only team we have in PE, the only franchise we have. We do have love, but some of the guys are always like, when are we going to win our games? And we told them, no, this season we'll do better. And I promise you, this season we'll do better.
It's a problem we got down in the Eastern Cape with basketball players is the height. And I know all the other regions are aware of that. So what we have decided now is that we're going to concentrate on our fitness, and we're also going to concentrate on our speed and obviously the accuracy. You know, the ball skills, we must up our game. Obviously that's going to be our game plan.
The level has changed. Last year we were not fit enough, but we've been learning our fitness, and I can say the team is getting better every day. And this is for sure we'll run. Maybe we'll be in the finals. For sure, I shouldn't say maybe. We'll be in the finals this season.
2014 season, all I can say is watch out for the windbreakers. The wind blows in PE. We can blow anything away.
I am Quinton Denason. Born at Charlotte, Matreke, but it wasn't called that. Johannesburg General Hospital. My first basketball memory, the one that I have most vividly, I think I was maybe 9 years old. I don't know where we got the love for the game, but we had one of those, my dad bought us one of those small hoops, so you know, mini basketball, and you could hang it from the gutter. And all I could do was shoot. And you know, it's kind of been a recurring theme throughout my career. I invited my uncle out, and my uncle is not much older than I was, so he was probably 13 or 15 at the time, and I was like, let's go outside and let's do some shooting. So he grabbed the ball and he shot, and he couldn't hit a shot, so he took like 5 attempts, and I kept laughing at him because, you know, as a kid, you go at your elders. I grabbed this little basketball from the same distance that he was, took a shot, and it was all money. And that's the earliest memory I have, you know, and I think that was like predestined, because you get a sense for like, yo, I'm beating my uncle, and he's, I don't know, he's bigger than I am, and there's the respect factor, so yeah. First experience of a basketball provincial tournament, guys and girls teams from all the provinces. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I remember the Natal team being ridiculously strong. They had players the likes of Nick Taylor, who you can go read up about, Paul Jasinskis, Ryan McPhee, Emmanuel Madondo. They were a stacked young team, you know, not only talented, but experienced, seasoned. Even at that young age, they were a pretty damn good team. And here we were, these Gauteng guys. I was very inexperienced. I still only had a jump shot. But that tournament, I then got selected for the national team, and that was literally it, because that was my first provincial tournament. Whether I was ready or not is debatable, but that solidified everything. It was an under-18 tournament. I then I made a squad of 20. We trialed out, and I made the final squad of 12, and I traveled to Egypt to play in the under-18 African Championships. I just want to see guys who've been working on their games. I'm expecting better execution from all the teams all around. Last year was a little bit of a steep learning curve for some guys, but they got the feel. And this year it's honestly showtime. We got some nice dunks last year. This year I want to see a little more. We had some nice execution last year. This year it's going to be even tighter. I think there will be less surprises now because execution will be better, and I think players will have understood what the opposition is about. So I expect better scouting from the teams involved, more professionalism, and you know, it's only going to get better. And if last year is anything to go by, and those the playoffs and the finals, those were an indication of how great this league can be.
2013 was a bit of an experience. It was an adjustment for us. We only really played guys outside the province at IPTs, and that was once a year, every other year. So to meet him in a league format was really something. We always say that in Cape Town, we have a league, it helps us. And my personal view is that having that structure actually counted against us, because our guys have become very comfortable in that. There's a game every weekend, there's a coach at every practice. There's very little need for you to work on your game on your own.
We had a goal of coming back with 1-0, 1-1, losing one, and we were fine with losing the one, but winning the both was like a boost for all the players. So we were all excited and hyped up for the next weekend. So on the way back, everyone was in a party mood, everyone was happy. Then we got back to Joburg the following weekend. Game done. I think we got blown out. It was that was a down from that high. It was stuff. This is real. We can't just come in there and think we're good. We're gonna win everyone. So that was a eye opener for us, especially for the rest of the season. We tried harder.
For me, the BNL was the first time I played professional basketball, because when PBL was around, I wasn't even playing back then. So from day one, we started off against KwaZulu-Natal Marlins, and we were fortunate enough to come away with a 1-point win. And yeah, that was basically my introduction to professional basketball in South Africa. So naturally, I was excited. Few ups and downs as we went along. We had really good times, and I think we had, not ideal times, I think. And then I think the way we exited is not ideal, and it's not the way we wanted to have left the tournament. Not the fact that we only lost, but I think it's the manner in which we lost as well. We had our own aspirations and where we would have liked to have come in the tournament for the first BNL season. And in some ways I felt that as a team we fell short of that. But in some ways I also think that we felt that we have potential as a team to go.
I had a chance to be selected to play for the BNL, which I'm part of. So it's really a good opportunity for me to be part of that team, because there's great people, and South Africa is a great country with a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of talent here in South Africa. So with the BNL, I'm pretty sure that the league can see that in 2 years and 3 years, basketball will be one of the biggest sports in the country. So that's why I want to bring the skills of basketball from DRC to put it in a team, and then to grow with my team.
The excitement was good, and I think now with the second season we know what we want to do and hopefully where we can be.